What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Me, my old man, in a movie, and today we're going to be discussing the film The Wild Robot.
The Wild
Before
Robot.
that, let's listen to a brief synopsis
Here
of
we
the film.
go.
Shipwrecked on a deserted island, a robot named Roz must learn to adapt to its new surroundings. Building relationships with the native animals, Roz soon develops a parental bond with an orphaned gosling. This was awesome.
First take. Here we go.
This was an excellent film. This was like peak animation.
Peak animation.
Peak animation.
All right, here we go.
This is awesome. Everything about this film was great.
All right, so I thought it was okay. It was good. It was. I hate that I do this. I hate that I do this. Nobody's gonna like me. But it was okay. I went in low expectations. I was not expecting anything. So I think it exceeded my expectations. It was still okay.
It exceeded my already high expectations for it.
So I think on this front, I feel like there were elements of this that were new, but there were elements of this that I've seen before. So Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
WALL-E.
WALL-E was another. What is my directive? And with Big Hero 6, how would you rate your level of care? These themes emerge in this film, and so it felt a little redundant, but I didn't like the world as much as WALL-E. And Big Hero 6 was a little different. I mean, it had a strong human component. WALL-E did at the end too. But I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you have seen before, and that parts of it, are gonna feel really repetitive, but it's really good. Like, it's really well done.
Yeah. There was. The mother aspect was different than the other two. Kinda. I mean, Big Hero 6 had kind of that feel, but So that wasn't all of it. It took me a little while to get into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it took me about 10 minutes to actually care about the movie.
It really, the development is slow on the, I call them characters. They're animals, but the characters, there's no real connection happening. That's obviously part of it, right? It takes a while for this robot to kind of acclimate itself to its environment. So be prepared for a bit of a slow start, but it did. In time, I feel like I say this a lot, but as it went along, it grew on me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hit it then.
All right. Acting and characters. There were so many fun characters. There were so many. There's a lot of animals, and you obviously have your main characters with the bird and the robot and the fox. Those are your main three, and they're great characters. But there's a lot of other characters that have lines in this that are just really funny. And they're fun characters to watch on screen.
Yeah, the possum family was probably my favorite of all. The mom and her bunch, they had some real funny lines and some things early on, especially. But there's a host of them, right? There's a lot. The young gosling, the little bird at the beginning. I think it's always cute when they've got the little kid voices. There was another character that had a little kid voice, and those are always comical to me. So enjoyed that. I felt like with the fox, I was watching Zootopia the whole time.
It sounded like him too, I thought, a little bit.
Yeah, it's a different actor, but it sounded. I thought they sounded similar. They looked very similar. The character's very similar as far as the.
It's a fox, right?
Right.
They don't care about anything.
Right. So he's taking care of himself, looking after himself, kind of sly, So total stereotype, but so it felt like Zootopia in that way to me a little bit. But it worked. I thought the voice for Roz was good. I thought that was a good cast. So I gave 8.
I gave 9 wild robots. Yeah.
Wild robots. All right, direction.
There seemed like there was a lot of handheld shots that felt like it was jumping around, kind of thing. But it looked good. It was fine. There were a lot of there's great action sequences, I thought, in this. The way that they shot some of the explosions and color, I thought that it was just great. There's some really gorgeous shots.
Yeah.
with lighting and colors and all the vibrant stuff.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. Like
great.
a lot of those Vista shots where there was just like, I remember one where the robot's like holding on to the tree, looking over the edge of the cliff, and it's just like I remember those shots. Those were just beautiful shots.
Yeah.
I thought the direction, like I thought they did a good job with Roz's transformation throughout the story, going from this sterile robot to this lively, caring, really individual. And so, and they represented that well through the transformation, both in her look and even the way she spoke. And so, like, I just feel like they did a wonderful job with that aspect of it in particular. So, all right.
I gave it a 10 wild robots.
7. That's fair. That's fair. That's good.
Okay.
7's like the start of good.
You're always like, that's wonderful. It's amazing. That's just awesome. And then you're like, it's a 7.
I'm trying to be nice because we came in thinking that I wouldn't like this. I left, and I'm trying to just be nice. I'm trying just not to create enemies online.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway,
right.
Writing.
Okay.
It was really funny. There were a lot of really darker jokes than I was expecting.
Yeah?
Yeah, there were a lot of like jokes about death
and
stuff.
Yeah.
There's some really dark jokes.
Okay.
I was like, oh wow, I was not expecting that.
Different one. Yeah, and okay, so yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. I thought that too. I was like, wow, that like this guy. Was that funny? Was that supposed to be funny? Yeah. Yeah, I could see
there were a lot of those. And what's funny is a lot of movies will do like, when they name drop the film, when they like the character says the name of the film.
Yeah.
It can either be really cringe or really good. And I thought they did a really good job with the name drop of this film. Like they did a name drop.
Oh, they did. Right. Okay. I'm following you.
They did it in the trailer.
The wild
but when you
robot.
watch it, yeah. But I thought they did it. I thought it worked really
it wasn't
well.
like like it fit. Yeah, I get that. I was thinking, you're talking about where was I at? The was it? Were you just talking about the dark? Okay, yeah. So, I thought that fit well with the theme of the movie is kind of this wild robot, this wild environment, these animals, predator, prey, and so I think the darker jokes and went well with the fact that you had this really raw environment that like survival of the fittest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the reality of where they were the setting. So I think the jokes reflected well that it was a dangerous space that they were in, a dangerous, wilderness. Yeah, that was interesting. I think Mom was crying through parts of it. There was, obviously there's this heavy theme on this mother aspect.
Yeah.
Caring for this Gosling and raising this Gosling. And so, there's a part of that, as the Gosling's growing up, that Mom was just bawling next to me. I'm pretty sure she was bawling next to me. And I was like, okay, she clearly is identifying that she gets this. It didn't hit me on that level, but I'm a dad. I'm not a mom. Although, I mean, I have my moments as a dad. But again, this is where I think, like, for whatever reason, this didn't hit me on that level. And I was, if they're going to write it and that's what this is going to be, I wish it would have hit me on that level. I don't know why it didn't. Clearly your mom's going to be smacking me over the head saying, what are you talking about? It was everything it should have been.
Yeah.
But, it didn't take me there. And maybe it's because of this and we analyze. And so you get to, sometimes you disconnect a little bit because you're trying to be critical. But, so I don't know. Again, it made me want to say this a lot too. In time, maybe this will set well more with me, but it didn't hit with me as much as I wanted to. So I gave it 6 wild robots on the writing.
Give it a 9 wild robots on the writing.
All right.
Cinematography and VFX. Oh man, this movie looked good.
Yeah.
The vibrant colors. It was like storybook animation. Like it felt like it was a book.
Like a book.
Yeah.
Like almost felt like watercolor.
Yeah, and when you have like a novel or something and you're flipping through the pages, and sometimes they occasionally have like a picture of that novel in the book in like black and white ink and stuff. that's what this felt like. I was looking at that, but it was moving.
Have you seen the? I didn't even realize this was a book until we were on our way here. Have you seen any of the animations from the
No.
the visuals from the books, the children's books? I'm just wondering if they patterned it.
Well, I'm sure they probably
after.
did.
So maybe what we're seeing in the movie. Some of you guys watching this already know this. Of course, you're like, but I want to go look at the books now just to kind of see if they paralleled, and I'm sure they did. And if they did it well. I can already tell just based on that. So I gave this.
The fire looked good.
Yeah.
The explosions looked really cool. The colors.
Yeah, and it wasn't typical. Like the fire, like almost like a pink.
Yeah.
So they did some really neat things with the color.
Really good.
So nine wild robots on that.
Give it a 10.
Okay. Music and
soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was incredible. When the robot was teaching the duckling to fly.
Yeah.
I thought they had a really good song choice, and then I thought when there were multiple times where they kind of repeat one of the soundtracks, and I thought that the sound was really good.
They did. There was a definite theme that they kept repeating.
Yeah, and it was really good.
It was good. I put crescendos. Like there were a lot of strong crescendos, and then it would just fall off. Like it was a really good score for sure. So you'll enjoy that. It created a lot of motion behind the scenes, for sure. Gave that a 9.
10 wild robots. So my overall rating was 9.6.
7.8.
Yeah, definite recommend.
I recommend. You need to go see it. You need to go see it.
Definite recommend.
And if you got a mom or you are a mom, bring some Kleenex for her, or if you are, for you. I think you'll be like my wife. Okay.
And I'm debating whether or not this is my favorite animated film of the year. I'm going is either Inside Out 2 or this one, and I'm really not sure.
My favorite animation of the year is Lion King.
That hasn't come out yet.
I know, but I already told you I think it's going to be the hit, so I got to stand behind it. I actually, Inside Out 2 probably is my favorite animation. This I don't even know that this would come close for me.
I think it does come close. I still think Inside Out. I think Inside Out 2 is better, but I think this one does. It stands on its own. It does really well.
I still like WALL-E better. It may be, I don't know, Big Hero 6, but I'm just trying to pair it with the movies we've mentioned. I'm a WALL-E fan. So.
Is Lion King an animation? That's the question.
Oh, there's that question. All right, so let's spoilers.
Yeah, let's get a debate in the comments. Is Lion King the remakes? Are they live action or are they animation? Because Disney markets them as live action. They say it's live action, but it's made on a computer, so
we'll see. Okay, so what do we got as spoilers?
Spoilers.
Here we go.
I thought some of the jokes that they were talking about when she's like, and I'm raising my 7 children. You hear the bear attack her, and she's like 6.
Yeah,
it's like she just doesn't even care about her kids because she has so many kids. It's like so
that's
funny.
Like the wild, like it's the survival of the fittest piece that I'm talking about. It's like it's just they totally are disconnected from what we are connected from.
Yeah,
which I think, like again, the transformation of the robot.
It's good world building.
The movie, you see this in the movie, right? At first, they don't care about each other. They don't even care about their own. By the end, they're huddled up together. They all care about each other.
Yeah.
The bear, I'm not going to eat you, at least today. No, I'm just kidding. So like there's a transformation too that you see even in the wild.
And I thought what is it, a groundhog? What is that thing that's eating the tree?
The beaver.
The beaver, that's what it's called. It was a beaver. And I thought that character was really funny eating the tree. And how he was like, you're all going to like me now.
Yeah. Tell me I'm cool. Yeah.
I didn't have any spoilers for this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was interesting, like, toward the end, as the robot's like, this is my migration, and I'm going away, and they're all like, I felt like it was almost like a biblical kind of thing, like a Christ character, like, I'm going away to prepare a place for you, and there was this at the end as that kind of emerged. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I feel like I'm reading the Gospels here,
Yeah.
So I just thought that was, like I said, interesting. But yeah, no, I don't really have anything else other than what we've discussed. Very much, a lot of theme of sacrifice and endurance and determination, and some really great messages came out of this that I thought they handled well. So
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Not my favorite, but good. I want the freedom to just be able to like it and not love it. Can I have that?
Yeah. Yeah. You can be wrong. It's fine.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion, even if it's the wrong one.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. What's next?
I don't know. Joker 2.
Joker 2's coming out.
Monster Summer, Whitebird. Those are all coming out next week. We got 3 movies next week. It's going to be packed.
Gonna be busy.
Yeah.
All right.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and join us next time as we discuss the latest and hopefully greatest Hollywood has to offer.